This is a project that you can do at home in about 5 minutes, and it looks pretty good. So first of all, I just mix up something that is a mix of blue and white. And on my green canvas, which I already had pre-painted with green and a little splotch of red, I add this and I do it very, very quickly. And all it does is create kind of a blurry background. And that blurry background gives the idea that there are things that are not exactly in focus. There might be snow, there might be other objects,
Okay.
and we don't see them at all. So this is going to be our background. And there's no point in, painting anything more meticulous because after all, we're going to paint a cardinal. And this is a project that, if you're just a beginner, you can do it. If you are teaching children, you can show them how to do this and they will follow your instructions. So if you are an art teacher or just a general homeroom teacher who needs a project, you could use this. Or if you have kids at home and you're homeschooling, you can do this. So you can see this is a very, very strong image of a cardinal so far. But it's just the silhouette in red. And now we're adding a branch for the cardinal to be sitting on. And we don't even have to show, exactly how the cardinal is perched there. And now we're adding some red berries into the mix. And they don't have to be very clear because we don't know whether we're focusing on them or not. But it helps to give that atmosphere of, oh, it's winter, it's close to Christmas time, and there's a red cardinal who is very, very red. Um, but now remember that the beak of the cardinal is going to be kind of a little bit more muted in color. And then we add the black. And by the way, I mix the black from primary colors, red, yellow, and blue. So it's not a store-bought black. It's got maybe too much blue in it, but and we just start to create the shape of the black that is typical of the cardinal. That's one of the ways we recognize the cardinal is besides the red color is um, the blackness around the beak and around the eye. And you see I've created a very simplistic dot of an eye. We're later going to come back and put a little bit of highlight into it, and it will give the impression that there's a glistening little beady eye of the cardinal in there. And now we're just adding some very twiggy little branches just to hold up those red berries. And again, it's all very impressionistic, but anybody looking at it can tell what it is that you're trying to do. And we add some snow on top of the berries, and that doesn't have to be done in a very detailed way. So you can do that very quickly. And now we're just adding some highlights to the cardinal himself, like the highlight in the eye to give the impression that that is a sparkly eye, and just various places where we feel things should be a little bit lighter, a little bit brighter. You can do this with a little bit of yellow into the mix because, um, there are parts of the cardinal that have more of a yellowish highlight than just a white one. So you do that, and it just creates this impression, and that's all it is, an impression that there's texture there, that there are feathers there, that it's not just all one color, because in reality, we see lots of colors, even if it's something that's entirely red from our point of view. And we just add a little bit more detail, a little bit more dark, because there are dark feathers and there's shadow. There's shadow and highlights even on the twig that the cardinal is perched upon. So you just add a few more details. And this is a very, very small painting. So you can add a few more berries, a few more highlights, maybe even give the impression that it's snowing, you know, that there are snowdrops in the air. And if you look at the face of that cardinal, he seems to be looking at you. And when you feel that he's looking at you, that's when you're done. And it only takes about 5 minutes, and you've got yourself a very nice painting that you can gift to someone or that you can turn into a Christmas card. So please subscribe, like, and I'll see you again soon.